It's a jerk. I don't think
All right, good evening. My name is Mark Tyler. Give a round of applause for what you've heard so far. I've been in business for about 16 years and never have I gotten all of that for free. So you all should consider yourselves very, 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 very fortunate. And I never had someone come to speak to me like I'm going to speak to you. So you should, again, consider yourself very, 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 very fortunate.
Thank you.
My name is Mark Tyler. I'm the founder and publisher of AtlanticCityFocus.com. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with us, but if you are not, take some time. Look us up on your phone. We're very proud of our publication. We are a brand new digital online black-owned publication. Next slide. We provide a safe space for residents and natives to tell their own stories in their own way. We celebrate Black history, Black culture, Black tradition. We enlighten, entertain, and inform. And when we do it correctly, you will get something that you need. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, tonight's presentation is media skills for entrepreneurs, right? And we're going to deal with why media skills matter. Media visibility equals business visibility. So if we see you in the media, then I see your business. Are you following me? Mm-hmm. Or not yet?
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs must be storytellers. Follow me now. Every day, some enthusiastic person hangs up their shingle, right? We're excited. We're going into business. But on that same day, someone is discouraged and they're pulling their stock, they're pulling their shingle down, and they're selling off their stock. What makes the difference? Do you make a better cake? Do you build a better mousetrap? Many times what makes the difference is the way you communicate your story. I don't care whose chicken is better, it's all chicken. Mm-hmm. I'm buying your story. Follow me now. Your story is your brand. Let's move to the next slide. So what you're going to learn tonight? You're going to learn how to write a press release. You're going to learn why every business owner needs a bio. You're going to learn when to do a press conference. You're going to learn when not to do a press conference. You're going to learn how to position yourself as an expert. And you're going to learn who in the media to contact and why. Next slide. Let's deal with storytelling for entrepreneurs. People connect with stories and not sales. Your goal is to turn information into impact, and media helps you amplify your mission. Somebody tell me what business you're in. Who? What's your business?
Refreshments.
Why are you in that?
Because it's something that anybody can sell.
That's not compelling to me. Why are you in it?
I did it because I made an avenue for myself to make money when I didn't have a job.
Not a bad story.
The food industry.
Why are you in it?
I love serving, and I love the satisfaction I get when people love engaging with me in my hospitality as well.
What do I get out of it?
a reassurance, reassurance that, you know, when you're gonna get the same consistency from me every time you see me.
Not bad.
My business hasn't started yet, but I want to have my own apothecary making teas and tinctures and natural remedies.
Why are you in it?
I'm in it because I know that I can help people. I have studied a lot of different things about plants, and there's still so much that we can learn from them. There's so much more than the medication that we hear about today, and it's information that we cannot afford to lose. My
Okay.
heart and mind is in it.
Not bad reasons, right? But I don't know your story, right? Your story is going to help me connect with you, and then I'm going to be a little bit more interested in what you got to say, and what you have to sell. I gave a very brief introduction of Atlantic City Focus, right? And it was a cool little elevator pitch, but I didn't tell you my story. I didn't tell you why I started. Let me tell you a little bit about Atlantic City Focus, a little bit about me. When I was a sophomore in college, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would see it. I would see my logo. I would see it said, Atlantic City Focus. If it's important to you, it's important to us. I knew immediately that that was a black business. I knew immediately that it was my mission to bring this thing into the world. That's my story. That's why I'm excited about it. When I go around and I tell people about my story, they are a little bit more intrigued. They are a little bit more likely to go on their phone and they say, yo, that dude's really passionate about that. What is this all about? As an entrepreneur, you have to be a storyteller. Next slide. Let's deal with press releases. Press releases answer some very basic things. If you're a business owner, you need to learn how to write a press release. They're not that hard, but there's some very key components to it. You want to know it's going to answer who, it's going to answer what, it's going to answer when, it's going to answer where, it's going to answer why, and it's going to answer how. And you're going to put all of that onto a page, and you're going to get that to a person like me who is too busy to do anything, and hopefully I will see your press release, something will connect with me, and I'll give you a couple seconds that I really don't have. You follow me? That is the importance and the reason you send out a press release. Next slide. Now, on your press release, you need a headline. It needs to be clear and it needs to be newsworthy. I get hundreds of emails every day. Unless there's somebody saying how they want to connect with me and give me a check, I'm not super interested in all of these emails that I get. But if there's a headline that tells me what it is that you're about and what you want, I'm listening. Then you need a lead paragraph that tells the entire story in one graph. I need to know everything. Then what I need is, I need a quote, okay? I'm a news guy. I may use your press release because I got a news hole in I need to fill my page, but I'm not going to run something if it doesn't have a strong quote. When you send out a press release, send out something that has a quote, that has your quote, that positions you as an expert. You know what journalists love? We love a good source. We love an expert. Because when we're on deadline and we need to talk to someone, we need to know, hey, who knows what they're talking about, and can I get them on the phone, and will they call me back? If I'm doing a story on businesses and on black businesses, guess what? I'm going to call this man right here.
I'm going to answer.
And he's going to, and I'll tell you something. I'm going to enlighten you a little bit on the way media timing works. If I'm doing a story, I'm going to call this man at 10 o'clock in the morning. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm looking for a response. If I don't have a call back from him by 2 o'clock, I'm moving on to the next person because by 6 o'clock, I'm out of there. I'm not waiting. If you get good rapport with a news person, call them back. You understand? That is going to help you. When we call, it's going to propel your business forward. We're not calling to talk about the weather. It's going to help you. The other thing that you need is you need all your pertinent details. I need to know what time it's happening. I need to know where it is. I need to know if it's parking. I need to know if I need to pay $25 a park, because don't get me to the event and then it's $25 a park. I mean, I'll come in, but I'll be looking at your side eye the next time you send me something. Then you need your call to action. Don't give me a whole thing to read, and then I don't know what to do with it next. I'm busy. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to come to your party? Do you want me to, buy a cake from you? What do you want me to do? Put a call to action in there so I know how to interact with you. Does that make sense? Then you want a boilerplate. Give me a short 3-sentence boilerplate that tells me about your business. If your press release has all of that in it, you have a very good shot of me using your press release.
Give an
Question?
example of a boilerplate, please.
What's your business?
Specialty foods.
What's the name of it?
Black's Blues.
Black's Blues does XYZ. We specialize in XYZ. You will love us because. That's your boilerplate.
Thank you.
Wow,
That's your boilerplate.
love it.
3 sentences that tell me why I care about you.
Wow.
Look, can I be real with you a little bit? Money is at a premium. I'm going to spend it on what I want. Why do I want you? That's what the media helps you convey. We're not terrible people, but we don't have a lot of time. And we're god-awful impatient. So give us what we need and we'll help you. Next thing, next slide. Example lead focus. This is how you get somebody to take you seriously. Atlantic City Focus announced a new media workshop series to help local entrepreneurs improve their visibility and strengthen their storytelling skills. That's your lead. Somebody sees that, gets them a little excited. I'm a little interested in that. I want to know more. I'll move to your second sentence. If you want to tell me about, oh, I'm the flyest and I'm this and I'm that, I don't have time. Now, writing yourself in the best light. You want to emphasize your impact. You want to use strong verbs. You want to keep it factual and not promotional. And you want to highlight your community benefit. This is how you write yourself in your best light. If you do those things, that's how you begin to establish yourself as an expert. And I like experts. Because if I have an expert, like I can know all, let me tell you something. As a journalist, I research. I read all day. I love it. So I could probably write a story without a source and be correct. But I'm not going to do that because that questions my integrity. I'm going to find a source who's probably going to tell me something I already know, but guess what? Mr. Harmon is the expert. I know the same thing, but he's the expert. And people are going to take my publication more seriously because I have an expert. You can be an expert too. Yes.
What's your name?
Mark Tyler. Yes. Next. Why do you need a bio? I'm going to say this 3 times so everybody gets it. Every business needs a bio. Every business needs a bio. Every business needs a bio. Why? Media uses your bios for your intro. Your bio builds your credibility. It helps define your expertise and it is essential for speaking engagement. Okay? There are way more ways to skin a cat than just one. At least. All right. So Jimmy makes, and I'm using Jimmy as an example. Jimmy makes the best chicken cacciatore soup, right? So Jimmy can make money by making and selling chicken cacciatore soup. But Jimmy can also make money by selling an ebook on how to make chicken cacciatore soup. But then Jimmy can also make money by selling you a 4-session coaching session on how to make chicken cacciatore soup. But Jimmy can also make money by saying, hey, come to my live and in-person chicken cacciatore soup making class. But guess what? Jimmy can't do any of that if I don't believe that Jimmy can make chicken cacciatore soup.
Amen.
Have a bio, because that's how you begin to establish yourself with credibility. That's how you get into the rest of the money. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
And the media will help you do that. Let's move on. I'm watching my time because I respect time. Four-sentence bio formula. I need to know who you are. I need to know what you do. I need to know why you're credible. And I need a human touch. Or I need your mission statement. If you do that, you got a good, solid bio. All right, let's keep going. Oh, we're going to deal with press conferences. You hold a press conference when you launch something major. You hold a press conference when you need to address public concerns. You hold a press conference when you want community and media visibility. And you hold a press conference only if you have strong visuals, a grand opening or a demonstration. Don't hold a press conference if you don't have anything to say. And for God's sake, if you hold a press conference, get yourself a professional step and repeat. Because if I'm going to, hold on now, see, this is a staffing issue for me, right? Because I got to pull somebody away from something else that they're doing to go to your press conference, and once they get in the car, the clock is running, and it's all on me. So when they come back, I want it to make sense. I want something good. Because I'm paying for this. But if you get me at a press conference, or if you get my reporter at a press conference, and there's really nothing to say, they're going to come back to me and they're going to say, well, what was it about? First and foremost, well, how was the art? Well, how are the pictures? What do we got? You know, can I lead? What do we got? I'm excited. Well, it really wasn't that great. Well, what were they talking about? Well, they were saying how they make the best cake. Nobody makes the best cake. It's all cake. And by the time we finish having a conversation, I'm really upset now. So guess what? I may not run your story. Or if I do run your story, I promise you it will only be a blurb. And the only reason I'm going to run something is because I'm paying for it anyway. So I'm going to run something. But guess what? The next time you send me an invitation to your press conference, I'm going to play 86 basketball with your press conference invitation. I'm not going. Got me. Fool me once, shame on me. Or rather, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Do not hold a press conference unless you have something to say. Are we clear?
Clear.
Yes.
All right. And that's something that you're miles ahead of other businesses on, because they will hold a press conference and have nothing to say. And what they will do is they will alienate their local media. because they do not understand that we're paying for people to go for nothing, for much ado about nothing. Let's move on, we gotta hurry up. Next, we're not, okay, best practices, we're not that one. Minor updates, news that can be covered in a press release, topics with limited, okay, let's go next. What else? Next. Best practices. Choose a strong backdrop with branding. Anybody ever see the mayor go live from his office? He has a beautiful step and repeat. It has the city of Atlantic City. It has "It's a great day in the city of Atlantic City." Use a backdrop. Because when I send a photographer out, it makes a good picture. All right. Keep your statements short, clear, and quotable. I do not need a dissertation. I need my reporter to be able to write what you say and put it in a story and keep it moving. Leave time for questions and answers. You're not going to answer everything in your press conference. Somebody's going to have a question, and that's what we want. We want to hear what you have to say, but more than that, we want our questions answered. That's how the media works. Have a media packet ready, a bio, a press release, a fact sheet, and some quotes. If you have that at your press conference, it will at least say to us, they didn't get it all right, but they tried. They gave it an honest try, and we'll come back again. And we may even give you a couple pointers the next time.
Mark, could I ask a question?
Yes.
I think it's appropriate. So if you have a media package ready for that event,
Yes.
and you can't come out because you're double booked or something, is it helpful if they have that media packet and get it to you? Because,
It is god-awful important.
yeah, because that way, if you can't come and you say, I can't make it, do you have a media packet? They can send you that with some pictures that they
That they
took.
took.
So that would help them still get to you without, or any media, without asking you to come out if you can't make it because of a conflict.
That is exactly right.
Right.
That is
So it's always a good idea to do one no matter what.
Always a good idea to do one no matter what. Next slide. Where are we on? Okay, position yourself as an expert. We talked about that a little bit. You need clarity, you need consistency, you need availability, you need authority, you need unique insights. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna kind of keep it moving, because I'm looking at our time.
Take your time, you good.
All right. Clarity. Don't be all over the place, please. Makes my head hurt.
Make some
Consistency.
examples, I think, just tell them like something that you experienced
All right.
when you were like a horror story, like.
Okay, all right.
Some
All right, I'm gonna use this is an example out of DC, so this is nobody here and you don't know anybody, okay? I'm between here and DC all the time. Person called me up and said, yeah, I'm an expert on go-go.
What?
You are? Okay. So where you played at? Where did you play at? Well, I went in the band. Were you with Chuck Brown and them? You know young Chuck? You know the son of Chuck Brown? No. And he began to try to sell me on the fact that he was an expert on go-go, and his story just kept getting more muddy and muddy and muddy and muddy. He didn't know any of the people who I know, because he didn't know I love go-go. I asked him, I said, did you go to were you at the cafe opening when they did it in DC in September? No, I missed it. You missed it. You were expert on go-go though? Yeah. I said, well, what else do you do? What else do you do? Oh, I work at the dollar store. Oh, okay. No, you got me a living, so my antennas are up, but I'm not, yeah. So what else do you do? Okay, you work at the dollar store. What do you really enjoy doing? Oh man, like if you could do something, what would you do for free? Oh man, I love art. And why are you trying to sell yourself as a go-go expert? It makes my head hurt. Consistency. You ever met somebody who is an expert in this week, But then when you see them 2 months later, they're an expert in that. And then 3 months later, they're an expert in that. They're not an expert in anything. Consistency. If you bake cakes today, then bake cakes tomorrow, then bake cakes next week. If it fails, you don't have to stick with being a cake baker, but at some point, it's got to make sense. Availability. That availability story is, again, you got to be available. If you are a real expert, you got to be available. If I leave you a message, call me back. Because if I can't get you, you have no value to the meeting. Nothing. You got to speak with authority. I think we know that. Unique insights. Let's move on to the next slide. How to become the go-to expert. Very different. Post your content consistently. Write short thought leadership pieces. Attend and speak at events. Share your lived experience and build trust with local media. If you use those things, you walk into this thing with a whole different, whole different perception. If I'm talking about cybersecurity, if I'm doing a cybersecurity story, do you know who I call?
Keyshawn.
You know why I call Jimmy? Okay, Jimmy's an expert. I've been all down Washington, D.C. with Jimmy. We were on the Senate floor. We were in Congress. Jimmy's an expert. He knows cybersecurity. When I'm talking to Jimmy, he talking about cybersecurity, he talking about workforce development. Be an expert, but be a real expert. Next. Next slide. Who in the media to talk to? Now, if you want to talk to some folks in the media, you can talk to myself, Atlantic City Focus. You can talk to Front Runner News. They're a black-owned newspaper. You can talk to the Press of Atlantic City. You may or may not get so far. When it comes to radio host, you can talk to Raymond Tyler. He is a radio host. He has the Light Morning Show. Then when you're talking to TV, you want to reach out to the assignment editor. Then you can talk to podcasters. You can talk to bloggers and influencers. These are all people in the media who can help get your story out. Once your story is out, it's going to help you sell whatever it is that you sell. It's going to help you position yourself as an expert. It's going to help you get to those multiple streams of income that everybody wants. Next. How to pitch the media. Pay attention. Wake up. Just as important. First thing you want to do is you want to send us an email. Then you want to follow it up with a call. That comes second. You want to keep it brief. You want your email to be about 3 sentences long, and you want your phone call to be about 3 sentences, and then let us start asking you questions. Then you want to attach visuals or links. We love visuals. If you've got a good picture, I can make a story out of it. Okay. And then you want to lead with value and not promotion. Then you want to follow up respectfully. Then you want to follow up respectfully. Then you want to follow up respectfully.
Yeah.
My phone rang one morning. I was already having a difficult morning, but my phone rang. Hi, this is Mark Tyler. May I help you? You get my press release? You get my press release.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not sure. I may have. Let me check.
Click.
Let's see how long you can hold. Follow up respectfully. The person came back on, I said, oh, you know what, I looked at your press release. Not something I can do right now. I don't know what it says now. I've never looked at it. If you come to me disrespectful, you're turning me off and you're shooting your own self in the foot. Good morning. Doesn't cost you anything. Hi, how are you doing? Doesn't cost you anything. Simple respect. Basic manners. Some people lack it, but it hurts you. Next. Your next steps. What you're gonna do, I put some packets out. You're gonna write your own press release. You're gonna create and update your bio. You're gonna build the contact list, and you're gonna practice your key message. I'm Mark Tyler, Atlantic City Focus. I will probably not remember everybody, but if you remind me that we were in this class together, I will remember that, and I will work with you favorably. Stay connected with us, because we want you to win. We want you to succeed. We love telling stories. We exist so that people, residents and natives, can tell their own stories in their own way. We're here. Reach out to us. We're working. Next. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yes.
I know some, I'm Aaron, by the way.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I know some young influencers, photographers. Do you offer any internships or work with any of the younger community?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'd like to
Absolutely.
refer some people to you that I
We
think
welcome-
would benefit
we welcome
from
them.
working with you.
We welcome them.
Okay.
And we have some budget and we pay. We don't pay a ton, but we do pay. So we're not asking